Right now, you feel like you're living in now. You think you're seeing this exact moment as it happens. Live, real time, straight from your eyes to your mind. No delay at all. You're not. Your brain is showing you something that already happened. A few hundred milliseconds ago. Every single time. Every single second of your life. And once you understand why, you'll never trust your own timeline the same way again. Let's slow this down. Light hits your eyes. Sound hits your ears. Your brain has to take all of that raw data and process it. Turn it into electrical signals. Send those signals through your nerves. Build a picture out of them piece by piece. That takes time. Not a lot of time, but enough. Vision alone takes around 80 to 100 milliseconds to process. Sound is faster. So, your brain has to line everything back up, match it, sync it, make it feel like one smooth moment, instead of a pile of mismatched signals arriving at different speeds. Here's the strange part. Your brain doesn't show you this delay, it hides it from you completely. Instead, it stamps everything with a fake label. This is happening now. So what you call the present moment isn't really the present. It's a rerun. A very fast, very convincing rerun, dressed up to feel brand new. Scientists have a name for this: postdiction. Your brain decides what happened after the fact, then edits your experience so it feels like it happened live, in the right order, right when you noticed it. There's a classic experiment that shows this perfectly. It's called the color phi phenomenon. 2 dots. Flash on a screen one after the other, different colors, different spots on the screen. Your brain doesn't see 2 separate flashes, it sees 1 dot smoothly moving from the first spot to the second, changing color halfway through the movement. But here's the catch. The color change happens before your brain even receives the information about the second flash. Your brain is filling in motion that never existed, and is doing that backwards in time. From your point of view, it's building your past for you, after the fact, and calling it your present. This isn't a rare glitch that only happens in a lab. This is how your brain builds every single moment of your life, all day, every day. Think about catching a ball, reacting to a joke before you even finish hearing the punchline. Feeling like you moved your hand on purpose, right when you moved it. There's research on that too. Brain activity linked to an action can start before you're consciously aware of deciding to act at all. Your sense of "I chose this" right now gets added in afterward, like a caption slapped onto a video that already started rolling. You're not watching your life live. You're watching a very well edited highlight reel, and your brain convinces you it's a live broadcast. Here's another example, one you've probably lived through without knowing its name: the flash lag effect. If a moving object and a flashing object line up perfectly on a screen, most people swear the moving object was actually ahead of the flash. It wasn't. Your brain predicted where it should be and showed you the prediction instead of the truth. Now, think about memory for a second, because memory works the exact same way. Every time you remember something, your brain isn't playing back a recording. It's rebuilding the memory from fragments, right there, in the moment you recall it, and it fills in the gaps with whatever feels the most plausible. This is a huge part of why eyewitnesses in court can be completely confident and completely wrong. At the same time, confidence was never proof of accuracy. It's just how convincing the rebuild feels. So here's the twist. If now is an illusion your brain builds after the fact, and memory is rebuilt instead of replayed, then a lot of the snap judgments you trust the most are also built after the fact. That instant read you get on a stranger's face. That gut reaction to a message before you even finish reading it. That flash of, "I know exactly what happened here." Your brain isn't reporting reality in real time. It's handing you a fast, confident guess and dressing it up to feel like direct, immediate truth. Now bring that back to your actual life. Think about the last time you reacted fast. A comment that annoyed you before you even finished reading it. A tone in a text that felt obviously rude. A decision you made in 2 seconds because it felt right in the moment. That feeling of certainty, it's not proof. You're seeing clearly, it's just your brain's delayed edit, arriving dressed up as instant truth. This is why 2 people can watch the exact same 5 seconds of video and swear they saw 2 completely different things. Neither one is lying. Both brains are doing their normal job, editing, filling gaps, stamping. Now on something that already passed by, the time it reached them. Think about an argument with someone close to you. You both watched the same conversation happen. You both walked away with a different version of who said what, and in what order. That's not one of you being dishonest. That's two brains, each building its own rerun, each stamping its own version with, "This is exactly what happened." Even something as simple as driving shows this. You react to brake lights ahead of you, and it feels instant, but your brain already spent a fraction of a second building that reaction before you ever felt yourself decide to hit the brakes. So next time you feel completely sure, in the moment, about what just happened, try one small thing. Pause for a single second before you react, before you fire back the text, before you say the thing you can't take back, that feeling of now you trust so much. It's already history by the time you feel it. You were never watching your life live. You've been watching the replay the whole time, and calling it now. There's one more layer to this, and it matters just as much as everything you just heard. There's an experiment where people watch a short video of a car crash. One group gets asked, how fast were the cars going when they hit each other? Another group gets asked, how fast were the cars going when they smashed into each other? Same video, just one different word. The group that heard smashed remembered the cars going faster. Some of them even remembered broken glass that was never in the video at all. One single word, asked after the fact, rewrote what people were sure they had seen with their own eyes. Now think about your phone for a second. You open an app, you see one post, one headline, one out of context comment, and in less than a second, you already have a full opinion about the person who wrote it. That opinion feels instant. It feels obvious. But it was built the exact same way as everything else you just learned. Your brain grabbed a fragment, filled in the rest with a guess, and stamped the whole thing. This is clearly what they meant. Multiply that by every scroll, every notification, every quick reply, all day long. You're not reacting to the world. You're reacting to your brain's fast draft of the world, over and over, and calling every single draft the truth. Here's the part that actually matters for you. None of this means you can't trust your senses at all. You still see, you still hear, you still catch the ball. The system works, most of the time, because it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be fast enough to keep you alive and moving through the world. But fast and accurate are not the same thing, and your brain will never warn you when it swapped one for the other. It doesn't come with a little flag that says, "Low confidence, please verify." Every guess gets delivered with the exact same feeling of total certainty. So the fix isn't to distrust everything you feel. The fix is much smaller than that. It's just knowing that the feeling of certainty by itself proves nothing. Not about a stranger's tone, not about who's right in an argument, not about what really happened 5 seconds ago. Next time you feel completely sure in an argument, on your phone, behind the wheel, anywhere at all, remember this: you're not seeing it live. You never were.